Right, okay, so 2.5 years ago, if you'd have said to me that I'd still be doing YouTube and that I'd still be enjoying it, I wouldn't have believed you, because it's been a hard process, but today marks the 100th upload for my channel. What I'll be doing today is just explaining what I'm doing with my 924. So those of you that don't know or haven't seen it yet, I've had this car since the start of the channel, and I am going to basically Restomod this car. So with the help of AJ, who's behind the camera, and some other people, we've got Charlie, AJ's waving, just so you know. But with the people that I've got around me, with the community that I've got, we're going to Restomod my car. One of the biggest things we're going to do is supercharge it. Now, a few people have seen these. A couple of kits have gone out. The guy who makes the kit is incredible. He's a really nice guy. I will be fitting this supercharger to my 924. It'll be making some fantastic noises. We'll also be looking to fit an EFI kit and an engine management system as well, which also came from the same guy who makes the supercharger kit. I'll be looking to do some modifications to the brakes, some of the interior, and I'll go through that in the rest of the video. So everybody, thank you for watching. Let's get into it. Those of you that have followed the channel for a while will know that I've had a few gremlins with this car and it hasn't always behaved itself. We are going to do our best during this Restomod to make this into a far more reliable car. One of those things we're going to change is the ignition and injection system. Those that know, this is a terrible Bosch Jetronic system, or K-Jet. It is an awful system, so let's have a look at what we'll be doing with it. As I said, the Bosch fuel system is an awful, awful system. It was great back in the day, but to today's standards, it's terrible. We'll be looking to replace this metering head, all of the fuel system itself. So the metering head will go, all of the fuel lines will go, this will go, the coil pack will be replaced, the ignition coil will be replaced, sorry, the rotor and the ignition coil will be replaced with a coil pack. Down here, where the ignition is situated, that will be an ECU, so this will all be being replaced, and then we'll be fitting a supercharger to the engine bay. The supercharger is from an R53 Mini, so if you haven't already seen it, look it up. Number 27 YouTube channel has done an awesome review on a supercharged 924. I'll also be looking to do a lot of sound deadening and a lot of tidying up of the engine bay in general to make it a much more comfortable place to be. If you're enjoying watching this video, there's a few things that you can do to help me out. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, and hit the notifications icon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Now, back to the video. Another gripe I've got with this vehicle, the interior. It is so dated now. The dashboard on mine, unfortunately, is quite heavily cracked. The seats, whilst they're quite comfy and supportive still, they have aged quite a bit. And the interior as a whole is just an aged place. Now, it's not an unpleasant place to be at all, don't get me wrong, but it has aged. So there are certain things that I want to do to bring it back up to spec. I want to address the lighting on the dashboard, and I want to address maybe bringing a bit more digital to life. Because we're having an ECU, maybe having some way of having a hidden display that I can see a bit more of what's going on with the engine would be fantastic. So having that addressed would be amazing. I'd also like to do something with the fuse box as well, because the fuse box on mine, one, is just hanging down, but two, is so temperamental. You can guarantee if there's an electrical problem, the first place I need to go is the fuse box and look at the relays, because there's a good chance it's probably one of those that are playing up. Another issue I've got with this car is the brakes. The vehicle was developed and designed in the 1970s. The brakes only got upgraded for the turbo and the 924S versions of this car. This has got brakes from a 70s car. They are awful. So one of the big things I want to do is change the brakes and probably the wheels. The wheels were bought as a setup just to make it look a bit more different, but I would like to address the wheels. But for me, the biggest thing, get rid of the tiny brake discs on the front, and then on the back end it's got drums. We're going to address that as well, get the drums changed out, hopefully for some discs. I'll be looking probably to do that from a 924 because they came factory discs all round, so I'd need to buy a really shoddy 924 and then strip it for parts and use the brakes off of that. So, if you think me restoring and resto modding my 924 is something that you're going to enjoy, make sure to hit that subscribe button because it helps me out more than you'll know. Hopefully, I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!